Ladies and gentlemen, this is abu-alem, and here in this courses, I'm going to introduce blockchain and Bitcoin. I will start from basics, entry level, all the way to more advanced topics. In this topic today, I'm going to talk basically about what's blockchain and what's Bitcoin, hash functions, and more. And the components of Bitcoin, we have four components. First of all, we have the cryptography, software, hardware, and the gaming theory. The blockchain basically, it's a series of blocks. Each block is holding um, a set of data, and each block is having like a chain, and this chain, what we mean by here, the chain here is referencing some numbers. So there is one number referencing block 1 to block 2. Block 2 has a reference to block 1, of course. Number 3 would have a reference of block 2, and so on and so forth. And by mining them, we are mining the data in these blocks, and by mining, what you're doing here is you're verifying and validating the data in each block, and as a reward for your time spent and your investment that you have spent on the machine, network, the internet, and electricity, as a reward, you get some Bitcoin out of that. The Bitcoin, the hashing function that Bitcoin using for the data is called SHA-256, and this was created, the hash itself was created by NSA, the National Security Agency. And here the link, we are going to use it. Please use this link, and this link will show us a demo of the blocks. And this is one of the pictures of the block. What you see here in the block, you have the block number, which is number 1. Underneath that, we have something called nonce, Nonce. Basically, that means it's a number that's being used only once. We have the data, and then the hash at the bottom. And the button here that says mine. We are going to show a demo very shortly here. And the blockchain, of course, is a chain of a number of blocks. Like here is number 1. We will see number 2, 3, 4, and so on and so forth. This is the map. What is showing here, it's showing that we have a Bitcoin software, and the software what it's going to do is going to give a hash to the data. Then some miners will go and do some mining, and the miner will mine one block. The number of teams, or the pool in this case here, as we see, they will verify the block that has been mined, and each block is mined. It will be taken to the other blocks, the created chain, and at the end, as a reward, you will get some Bitcoin for the time that you have spent, investments that you have spent in order to make sure that the data in these blocks have been verified and they meet the standards. That's the end of my presentation here. Um, Please make sure that you subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment. So this way we can have uh, um, I myself, I will get a feedback from you, and you subscribe, because after that you can get a notification of my next videos, so we can be interactive here. So here in this side that I give you the link for, here is the hash, and this hash, what it does in the data here, I can type whatever data I can type here. Like for instance, I can type Dayton, Ohio. And as you see, the hash will change the numbers underneath here. So if I can say here, USA, you see the numbers do change, or the hash itself, it does change each time we add more data. So if I type here, like say Georgia, it does change. So the hashing here, what it does is kind of um, like encrypting the data here with a single hash. It would be like a wrapper for the data over here. That's the SHA-256 hashing, basically. And next here, what we're going to see here is the block. You see the block number one in this case, and the number being used here is 5 digits. And this number here can be used only once, as I said, and it will be used for whatever data we are going to insert in this box. And then at the end, we are going to have here the hash. So let's say again here, Dayton, Ohio, and we see the numbers have changed and the color here turned to red. So what we need to do here, we need to make sure that the data is correct. To correct this data here, or to have the number matching the correct data over here, we need to come up with numbers. We try by trial and error to get the right number that will go with this data. Of course, we can spend years trying to find the right data here, but simply what we can do is hit mine, and the mining here will take a few seconds and will give us the right number automatically. Here we go. So 21803 is the correct number. It turned green here, so everything looks good. And we have to notice here that the 4 zeros should start with 4 zeros, and that should tell us that we are good to go. And here what we have is the blockchain 123, and you see over here the number previous, there is no block before it, so it has to be all zeros. Number 2 is referencing the hash of number 1. See here the hash number, the same over here. Hash 2, oh I'm sorry, block 2 has the 4 leading zeros, and then 3 will have the reference of block 2, 4 leading zeros of 12, and here we have 4 zeros, B90 for block 3. And the same thing, if we put in the data here, USA, we see it turn red, and therefore the block after that also turn red. So as we have learned before, that if we click mine over here, what we're gonna see is going to be turn green, and that means the nonce number has matched with the new data and everything looks good, and for the leading zeros, that means this block is good now. And over here we do the same thing, and it will take a few seconds mining, and it will give us the correct number, and it will turn green, and everything will look really good. So I'm trying to make my videos less than 10 minutes or 10 minutes, so please don't forget, hit like, subscribe, and leave me comments. Let us get step by step towards getting more professional in programming with blockchain. And actually I will have projects, and it will be based on um, like volunteers based, until we get the right team, and from there we can go with benefits and good rewards. Thank you, and please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.